family saw a lady cop standing in the middle of the road on a stormy afternoon for a surprising reason. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe to m&rtv and hit the bell so you never miss any upload from us. Also, leave a like right now. A family from Greenbelt, Maryland was going to attend a family reunion in a stormy afternoon when they witnessed something really strange. There was a woman standing in the middle of the road. Whereas everything was swaying in the strong winds, the lady stood firm and unmoved. It was a bizarre sight to watch for the family. They decided to ask her as to why she was standing in the stormy rain, that, too, without an umbrella. While the answer made their heart weep. Greenbelt is a city situated in Prince George County near Washington, D.C. A number of its residents travel to the capital every day for their job and studies. The city nears Goddard Space Flight Center of NASA and University of Maryland. While this peace-loving city has a population of 23,000 residents, the city has a rich history. The settlement was designed in the 1930s by the U.S. government with the intention of making it their green cities. The city was planned to shelter some required housing for the Washington, D.C. region that happened to be pocket-friendly too. The city has emerged as a desirable region to reside in thanks to closeness to the capital, along with the amazing transportation choices. Carolyn and Kevin Hammett were driving with Honora, their little daughter, to attend a family reunion when a strange sight caught their eyes. This small family lives in Greenbelt, Maryland, and has a good reputation. Ask their neighbors and they would describe them as friendly and helpful. Being a responsible citizen and kind-hearted beings, they pulled over the car to see what was wrong. The day of family reunion was not an ordinary one. It was raining heavily that particular day, making driving difficult for Kevin. The roads were flooded with rainwater, and the vision had gone blurred due to the constant downpour. Consequently, the traffic was running slow. Whenever there was rain in Greenbelt, the already bad road of the city would get worse. However, none of them had any idea that the situation would get this bad. The rain was happening incessantly, and it was just the beginning of their adventure. The real twist had yet to come. They knew they were going to get late for the reunion. Their worries turned into astonishment when they spotted a lady police officer standing amid the waterlogged road instructing traffic. It was still raining dogs and cats. They could not understand why the lady was taking the trouble of directing the traffic. The lady officer was completely soaked in the rain. She did not even have an umbrella to protect her from the storm. Clearly, it was not a planned act. What was she doing there? Every person who crossed the road had this question on their minds. Carolyn Hammett got really curious and she decided to ask the officer as to why she was standing in the middle of the road. It was strange as there was no one around but her. The woman was drenched from head to toe, but despite that, she was standing firm and was preventing the traffic from going a certain direction. What was there? So did an accident occur in that area or something even worse happen? Surprisingly, there was only one lady officer, and the lady appeared to be having something behind her back. Carol recalls, as we got closer, we realized she was standing over something. The woman did not try to hide her real motive. She told her that she was trying to protect a snapping turtle. The tiny creature was taking a nap amid the busy highway. The constant raining would have made it difficult for drivers to spot him. That is why she decided to help the turtle. Eastern snapping turtle enjoys the reputation of being the largest freshwater turtle in the state. The creature can be spotted all around Maryland. Interestingly, they look like little dinosaurs because of the lines of horns resembling bumps found on their backs and enormous heads. They become quite aggressive on sensing a threat of any kind. The animal makes a snapping motion with their mouths in reaction. The officer was named Sharnice Hawkins Graham and was waiting for the arrival of animal control. Till then, she had taken up the responsibility of protecting the animal. On the other hand, picking the turtle with her own hands would not be a safe step, as the creature is considered dangerous. The family, moved by her selfless act, decided to help her. Kevin stayed with the officer under the raining sky. He held his umbrella for the officer while she kept directing the traffic. The other two made their way back home in order to get shovels to take the turtle off the road. Thereafter, Officer Hawkins Graham and the Hammett family picked up the turtle from the road with the help of the shovel and placed it to the side of the engaged road. No need to say, had the officer and the family not come forward to help the voiceless turtle, it would have lost its life. A little act of kindness prevented a big tragedy from happening. Hammett appreciated the officer for her kind deed. She said, "I couldn't believe that she was standing there guarding that turtle in all that rain." She added further, "Not many people would do that, regardless of their occupation. She was serving and protecting in every sense of the word." Hammett recalled, "The officer thanked us and we thanked her and we all went on our way." Continued, "She was smiling a big broad smile the entire time, and she never seemed to care that she was drenched completely through. She was delightful, inspirational, kind, all the things you think a police officer should be." So how did the Hammett family feel after rescuing the turtle? Hammett said the officer was soaking wet and continued to have a gorgeous smile on her face. It was quite a beautiful experience. A passerby, Catherine Beard, stated, "It was nice to see people taking the time and helping the turtle," she added. "Although the turtle was large, it would have been either run over or possibly injured while getting swept away by the rain. Thanks, turtle rescuers." Officer Sharnice Hawkins Graham won many people's hearts with her thoughtful action. Her fellow officers now respected her even more. The woman was already famous in her surrounding for being a helpful person, and so when her fellow workers heard this story, they were hardly surprised, but at the same time they were proud of her. Greenbelt City Police Department stated Master Police Officer Hawkins stopped to help a large snapping turtle cross the road after leaving an honor guard detail at the naturalization ceremony yesterday. A great big thank you to the Hammets for stopping to help out. As for the turtle, he made it across the road safely. The woman previously had received a commendation in 2016 as she helped to save a man's life, and so in 2017 she was honored with the Officer of the Year award, and now she was going to get an award from PETA. Colleen O'Brien, PETA Vice President, said Officer Hawkins Graham didn't hesitate to do her part to give a turtle a boost in the right direction and help keep the animals safe from passing cars. Local residents are fortunate to have such a compassionate officer who, whether on or off duty, acts swiftly to help those in need, and PETA hopes this story will inspire people everywhere to do the same. The Greenbelt City Police Department never compromises in the service of the local people. The department has 53 sworn officers and other 15 personnel who works closely with them. This small time works night and day to maintain harmony and peace in the town, with a population of 23,000. It is their constant effort that the locals have put all their faith in their police department. Furthermore, the department has earned many awards for their excellent work. Well, Carolyn and her daughter Honora did not forget to click a few pictures of the turtle rescue. They thought it would make a great story, but little did they know the photos would cause a ripple in the world of social media once they would put them on the internet. In a matter of a day, the picture and their story went viral. The story was trending all over the world. Officer Hawkins Graham and the Hammett family emerged as new heroes. The post was shared dozens of times, and the Greenbelt City Police Department, too, encouraged this act of kindness by sharing it twice over. Soon the news outlets heard about Officer Hawkins Graham's inspirational story. Hawkins Graham had already become a social star hero, and now it was time to take it to another level. The story soon found space in prestigious news outlets like The Independent, LifeBuzz, Woman's World, The Dodo, Fox News, and many more. Not only that, the incident moved each and every individual who heard or read about it. By now the story had gone viral all across America. Whoever heard about this story could not help but admire Officer Hawkins Graham for being such an inspiring figure. Not all bother to protect tiny or voiceless creatures. Her department would always be thankful to her, as her action has uplifted the reputation of her department. Officer Hawkins Graham and the family have given inspiration to the world by their selfless act. The story no doubt moved many hearts, but how many people got inspiration from it? Honora Hammett explained, "I hope more people will take these little acts and let it become a chain reaction. It is a great relief seeing stories as good as this in today's time, when the newspapers and channels are full of negative and sad stories, especially if the story involves a police officer who goes out of her way to protect a small creature." This is true that the police officers are sworn to serve the people of their community, and most of them obey their duty in full faith. But how many of them go the extra mile to help an animal? Well, very few cares to care. And Hawkins Graham is one of them. Did you know that in some countries people can become an animal protection police officer? The officers of this type help in a number of encounters between animals and humans. They protect animals in their best capability. At the same time, they serve to protect humans as well. Brutalities against animals is not an uncommon phenomenon. There have been many cases when humans vent their frustration or anger out on voiceless and helpless creatures. However, there is also some heart-touching cases of animals rescued by people. Police with additional sources can help in more efficient ways. Well, this is not the only turtle that got rescued. A similar incident took place in South Dakota, where a family saved a snapping turtle called Tank, who lost its way in a busy parking lot. The turtle was only a baby when it was rescued. The family did not waste a single second and rushed to save the baby turtle. Thereafter, the family took the baby under their care, which is usually not advised taking account the threatening nature of this animal. However, Tank gelled up with the family so well that now he has become one of the members of the family. While the heartwarming stories of animal rescue are not limited to America only, there have been plenty of cases of animal rescue all over the world. One instance happened in Canada. A constable named Andrew Gordon won over people's hearts by rescuing many animals. The man has rescued dogs, a seal pup, baby ducks, and more. The man's devotion has earned him the name Pet Detective, or Animal Whisperer, from the locals.